Now, if you have ever lived in Lagos, you know one thing for sure. Lagos is that one city where you can wake up broke, angry, heartbroken, but once you hit the street, the madness will humble you. From the shouting conductors to the street hawkers with their buy am before e finish voices, to that woman at the junction who swears her food is the best in the whole of West Africa. That woman, my people, was Mama Opa. Now, Mama Opa wasn't her real name. Her real name was Nduka Ogechi. But Lagos people don't care about your baptismal name. Once you sell food, they name you after your hustle. So, because she sold Ukpa, that yellow, soft, tasty delicacy made from beans and palm oil, she became Mama Opa. She sold her Ukpa right there at Oyibo Market. If you have ever visited that place on a hot afternoon, you know that smell. A mixture of sweat, engine oil, fresh pepper, and somebody frying akara beside a gutter. But somehow, Mama Opa's aroma used to cut through everything. Her Ukpa always smelled different, rich, inviting, and dangerously sweet. People would line up shouting, "Mama Opa, abeg give me 3 wraps, add pepper oh." And she would smile, her thick Igbo accent rolling like butter. "Na fine one I go give you, my pikin. This one go make your belle thank you." But unknown to them, that Ukpa was not ordinary. See Mama Opa's business didn't start like that. In her early days, she was struggling. She came to Lagos from Imo State after her husband Sunday ran away with a younger woman, leaving her with 2 children and a pot of debt. She tried everything: washing clothes, frying akara, selling sachet water, but nothing clicked. Lagos was dealing with her. Until one day, she met an old woman at the market. Her name was Mama Nneka. That woman was known for mixing chemicals for dyeing clothes. She used to supply to tailors and artists with color chemicals. But Mama Opa noticed something strange. One of those chemicals looked exactly like palm oil. It was so thick, red and shiny. So one day, while helping the woman clean her shop, Mama Opa saw how the chemical stained her hand red and refused to wash off. She asked, "Mama, wetin be dis thing wey dey strong like dis?" The old woman said, "Na industrial dye o, my daughter. E dey very dangerous. If person drink am, e fit damage liver." That was all she said. But in Mama Opa mind, e started turning. You know that kind of evil whisper that says, "Just small, nobody will know." She told herself, "If I mix am small with oil, my Ukpa go fine well well." People like color, abi no be Lagos we dey. That was the beginning of her downfall. Within 3 months, Mama Opa became the star of Oyibo Market. Her Ukpa glowed like sunrise, bright red, almost golden. When other women's Ukpa looked dull and soft, hers was sharp in color, smooth in texture, and smelled heavenly. People said, "Na only Mama Opa I dey buy from. Her own dey very sweet." Even people who didn't like Ukpa before started buying. She was now supplying to shops, offices, and even some restaurants. She bought new wrappers, gold earrings, and a small speaker that played gospel music beside her table. She would be shouting, "Taste and see that the Lord is good," while serving poison to people. The joke? She didn't even eat her own Ukpa. She said it was for customers only. Weeks turned into months. Then, something strange started happening in the area. People began complaining of stomach pain, liver problem, and unexplained weaknesses. One woman, Mrs. Chinyere, who ate Mama Opa food every morning, suddenly collapsed while washing clothes. She was rushed to the hospital. Liver damage. Doctors could not explain the cause. Another man, a keke driver, fainted on duty after eating Ukpa and zobo from the same table. Rumors started spreading that something was wrong with Lagos food vendors, but nobody suspected Mama Opa. Why? Because she was a church goer. Every Sunday, she would be in front row, leading praise, "Jehovah my provider," while her chemical was providing death. Now, Mama Opa had 2 children, Chisom and Somto. Chisom, the older one, was smart. One afternoon, she caught her mother mixing something strange in the kitchen, a bottle with a skull symbol on it. "Mama, what is this red thing?" she asked. "Mind your business," her mother snapped. "Na special oil wey I buy for my business. You wan chop?" But one day, Chisom saw her mother pour that same red liquid into the palm oil before mixing the Ukpa. Her heart jumped. She ran to her brother in the living room and whispered, "Something is not right. That thing cannot be a food chemical." They tried to warn her, but she refused. "I know wetin I dey do. Una go chop better when money start to flow." The money did flow fast, but blood flowed too. One morning, a Lagos health officer named Mr. Bello was driving through Oyibo Market. He had just finished inspecting a food factory that failed safety standards. Tired and hungry, he stopped at the roadside right in front of Mama Opa stand. "Madam de madam, give me that your Opa wey everybody dey shout about." She smiled proudly and served him 2 wraps, garnished with pepper and palm oil sauce. He devoured it. "Ah, this one sweet oh. Madam, you go see me here tomorrow." And he meant it. The next day, true to his word, he returned, but not to buy. He came with a full inspection team. You see, that very night after eating her Opa, Mr. Bello ended up vomiting blood. Luckily for him, his wife, a nurse, rushed him to the hospital early enough to save him. The doctors discovered traces of industrial dye in his stomach. He woke up furious. "Who sold me that food?" That was how Mama Opa table became the crime scene of the week. When the inspectors arrived, they seized everything: the pot, the oil, even the wrapper she tied around her waist. At first, she denied. "It's a lie. People dey jealous me because my Opa sweet pass." But when they took the samples to the lab, the results came back screaming, "Murder in disguise." The dye she used contained lead, mercury, and other toxic chemicals that destroy internal organs over time. The news spread like wildfire. Breaking news: popular Opa seller in Lagos uses industrial chemical as colorant. The video of her crying and rolling on the ground went viral. People who once praised her now cursed her. Mama Chinyere's husband came to the station and shouted, "Na you kill my wife, you wicked woman." In prison, Mama Opa lost everything: her shop, her customers, even her children. Chisom refused to visit her. The girl said, "Mama, God will judge you." But Lagos wasn't done with her yet. Months later, while awaiting trial, she started vomiting blood, just like her victims. Turns out, she had inhaled too much of the same chemical while mixing it. It had slowly poisoned her liver too. She was rushed to the prison hospital, where she lay on a bed, muttering prayers she didn't believe in anymore. One of the warders said she kept whispering, "Na small I put, just small," until her voice faded. After her death, the health officials used her story to warn other food vendors. Posters went up everywhere. "Color no be taste. Feed people, no kill them oh." Oyibo Market went silent for weeks. The spot where she used to sell became a ghost corner. Even the rats avoided it. Her children moved back to the village, embarrassed and broken. Some said they now grow vegetables and live quietly, far away from the city that swallowed their mother's soul. And Lagos moved on as usual, because that's Lagos for you. Today's news is tomorrow's forgotten gist. So, my people, anytime you see food that looks too colorful, shine your eyes oh. Don't let bright red deceive you, because sometimes the sweetness you are tasting is just death wearing a lipstick. And that's how Mama Opa, the woman who wanted to make her Opa finer than others, ended up decorating her own grave with the same color she used to kill others. Lagos never forgets wickedness, it only waits for karma to clock in. And so, my dear listeners, if you enjoyed this story, remember, always appreciate the truth behind every taste, because one day, that sweet food might be whispering danger in disguise. And remember, we are what we eat. With that being said, stay healthy and eat safe. Hey fam! This is African Folktales by Vivy. I hope you enjoyed this story. Please do well to like and share with your dear ones. Don't forget to subscribe also. See you in my next story. Bye.